precision machining shop. If you look at the kind of the business what we do today into the servicing to the aviation and the medical industry, we are a precision machine shop. We want to graduate ourselves from here to nearer to the customer in order to make sure that customer stays with us longer and deeper. That's where the success will come in. So you want to create a value for it. When you are offering as a precision machine shop, and from there you want to move yourself to as a value provider, then we need to look for what is that I need to do in order towards the forward integration. So the much simpler logistics or supply chain constraints, customer what today they are facing are being taken away. So we looked at very many options, and this is the one area what we thought that the Joint Alloys brings into us as a complementing factor, is that they do a certain value addition to what we do. This all our value provide for the additional responsibility from there to finish the part. So you would like to look up, we have been looking for very many options and opportunities, and this turned out to be one of the best options.
Right.
They do brazing, they do honeycomb brazing, they do grinding, they do sheet metal fabrications, and they do precision machining too. That's what we do only. So these all other four complementing factors would decide on finishing a part and supplying to a customer as a product.
Right.
So that was a graduation which we have been looking forward it, and Joint Alloys provide that opportunity for us to become more closer to the customer. That is one of the reason.
Right. And now this acquisition itself, what does it open up really as far as TASE is concerned? What are the new markets that you will now open up, new segments that you will now look at approaching and addressing? And more importantly, what kind of capabilities do you now see evident that perhaps did not exist before?
Absolutely, because if you look at these kind of a native talents what has been built over the aviation industry, if you look upon either Europe or US as a market where these native talents was available, because that's where the industry was matured and industry was doing and supply chain was established. Now India as Asia Pac is growing. So when this market is growing, they need to have the supply chain to support for the growth. Another one is if you look upon the aviation industry, the aviation industry is seeing the lifetime boom. And this is called as a super cycle. This is going to exist for next 8 to 10 years. And when these kind of two combination of factors happening at a simultaneously, then India need a lot more supply chains to be made and a lot more capabilities to be built. If you look upon aviation as an industry, India does not have these kind of capabilities till now, maybe sometime before, because HAL is the only player who was doing that. Now the Tatas are coming into the playing, and Mahindras are coming into playing, and anybody building these kind of capabilities, it would be a major player in the future to come in. So we look upon what is the future for us, and we look upon this as an opportunity. We look upon how closer I can be to the customer, how closer I can be able to negotiate the price so that I will get a better return on investments. And this is the struggle what every OE is going through in establishing the ecosystem in India. So this company has got a brazing, you say grinding, these kind of things has got a native intelligence and native technology supports. So you would like to bring that to India, and we offer that as a complete package to the customer rather than being a single process being adopted by us and servicing as a customer.
Right.
So this is the roadmap what we are envisaging for TASE, and that's one of the reasons why we chosen this path.
Okay. And what becomes of Joint Alloys now after the acquisition? Does the company continue to exist in its base? Are there going to be some integration in terms of companies centralizing their workforces, their areas they operate out of, both you and the company that you've now acquired? On ground, what changes?
See, on ground, these companies are two independent entities as of today. It's a legal entity. We do have our own wholly owned subsidiary in US. So we did the acquisition through my wholly owned subsidiary. We do only precision machining, and we do up to 3 micron, 4 micron parts. So now we would like to join upon the processing of the machining capability as a combined entity, and we would like to decouple the manufacturing of the machining capacity of Joint Alloys with us, so that Joint Alloys can be able to take up more profitable, more special processes jobs, and thus will become more profitable and more combined services being given to the customer. This is a roadmap what we envisage. So this two will operate as a combined entity, but not every operations will be consolidated under one roof. Each operations will be specialized, and each operations will be consolidated in each roof itself.
All right. Very clear strategy going forward then post-acquisition. What I also have to ask you is, how does this work in with your capex plan at the moment? You have around 150 crore rupees. A brownfield facility is what you're actually looking at in terms of, capacity addition and expansion itself. Take me through this blueprint and how the acquisition actually plays a strategic role in this plan that you've set for yourself.
Absolutely. See, if you look upon aviation as an industry, there is an engine products. Then if you look upon the structure products. What we have today is the engine products what we do in the US, or either be it machining or even bracing. You talk about even other services what Joint Allies brings onto the table are core engine related products. What we are trying to see, that products, that services experience we would like to bring into India is a one strategy, which we have current capacities can be able to take it up, and some of the special processes we will bring up again, and what we are now establishing in a brownfield is on the aerostructure side of the business. If you look upon the aerostructure business, if you look upon again Airbus or Boeing or maybe Dassault or even some of the business jets manufacturers, like these are the guys are looking expanding, and India is phenomenally growing. India's GDP is today is one of the world's best GDP what is happening today. So the growth momentum and the resources available, and again the purchasing capacity of this country is going to be a major player in the future. So everybody would like to have the space to be occupied by them, and they need real-time support in terms of creating this kind of a support systems, ecosystems. So we as a TASE setting up a aerostructure business, so we are setting up a separate exclusive facility within our facility, which will address and manage 4 meter up to 4 meter parts. And we might look at even future there could be larger parts like fuselages. You look upon aerostructure parts, which could be like anything associated with landing gear or structures or base, all the base of the planes. These all, each one is a different components. If you look upon the size of the parts just vary from 1 meter to even 6 meter, 8 meter and all. I recently been to one of the customers in Europe. We are seriously targeting 6 customers to bring in on board to our facilities. And these are the customers has got a huge large machines, and they have huge capacities of these kind of things. But the labor is not available, the technology is not available. Though the technology for manufacturing is currently available, the emerging new technologies using IoT of things is not been some places are not still integrated. So they are looking for somebody coming in the industry 4.0 and create these kind of capacities and capabilities. They would be more than happy to give the work.
Right.
So we look at this as an opportunity. So these 150 crores expansion is towards building those kind of capabilities, and in addition to that, the customer expect you, as I said, to finish a product and give it to them, so that they don't have to go to different suppliers.
Got it.
So we are also intending to setting up special processes. It's called surface treatment. All the surface of the components are being treated and supplied to the customer as a finished product. So we are setting up a 4 meter tank capacity. Very few in India which will have. There are some few people has got a bigger capacity too, but we would be also one of the large player in that area. So the surface treatment facility is also been established along with the aerostructure products. So we would be able to compete and complete the product to the customer and become closer to the customer.
Right.
And these facilities will be approved by the OEMs at point of time.
Understood.
That is a roadmap.
And what does this capex do to your overall capacity, sir? What is the capacity you're looking to add, and what will that final number end up being like?
If you look upon Indian capacities today, we are at anywhere between 10 to 12 million dollar size. We would do current year $16 million is expected to do revenue in terms of in dollar terms. But the capacity what we are adding up would add up another 30 million to the top line.
That's 13, is it?
30.
30, okay.
So we would be able to do around 40 to 45 million dollar capacities in this current capability what we are building. But this is, I'm sure, I'm very confident these capacities will exist for next 18 months alone. Or the maximum of 24 months, we should be able to fill these facilities. We would be definitely looking at setting up a complete comprehensive bigger shops. That would be a plan what we would like to roll out in the year 27, after 27-28, after we reach this capacity being filled. So we started planning it now itself, because each one has got a longer gestation period. Machineries takes 18 months, machinery takes 12 months, some special build machines take even, it goes up to 24 months.
Right.
So now